Okay, okay. Right, got two issues. One is I've got a sloppy transmission shift that actually rattles, and well, three issues actually. The other, I had an issue with it blowing hot air and fumes up through the gear shift hole, and I just packed a whole lot of foam in there and that stopped that issue. But yeah, about a week ago I got a rat in my car, and I noticed rat poop in there, and I've been opening the doors of the night and trying to hoping it would get out and vacuuming up the rat shit every morning. And yeah, yesterday when I went out, I had two warning lights come on. One was the radiator level, the coolant level, and the other was the windscreen washer level. And the radiator one started flashing. I pulled up and I knew the radiator, well, the coolant level was full because I checked it just before I left, and I check it again and yep, it's still full, and the coolant one was, and the windscreen washer was full. And I realised that this rat must have chewed some wires behind my dash or something. So anyway, so I've started just got to pull the entire dash out now, find it, which starts with pulling out the console. And when I pulled out the console, I found out where the rat was actually getting in the car, because that's the other thing that intrigued me. I thought, well, where can it get in? There's no place to get in. It can't even get in through the heater box, you know, when you've got an air conditioning unit, because it can't get past it. So anyway, yeah, this, as you can see, had a very large hole in the bottom of it, and yeah, it had just chewed through the foam. I had that filled with foam to stop, you know, the air and the fumes coming through. But then okay, well, I'm going to correct that. So cut a plate, slotted it, welded it in. A little bit of an issue now. I also had to cut just a tiny bit off the bottom of the tube just below the split pin. There's a little bit of an issue now in that you can't actually get your gear shift out because this pin holding it in don't think it'll pull away enough. No, it won't pull away enough to get it out. I mean, at the moment, it doesn't need to come out anyway, but if you ever did need to get it out, let's say you were replacing the bush, there was a bush in here which was actually cactus anyway. There's only just these few bits at the end of it. That's all that was left of the bush was in there. That's why the shift was sloppy anyway. Yeah, so, and because that comes in from this end, you know, if you wanted to put the original bushing back in, you could still get it out. You'd just have to remove the split pin. But yeah, this car's 30 years old. The chances of getting the correct bush are pretty slim anyway. You know, and even if I could, I'd have to order it or something, wait days and days, and I don't want the car off the road for that long. So the next solution, as you can see, I've got some copper sheet. I'll show you the copper sheet. It's fitted neatly inside there. Roll it in. That's hard to say what that is. Probably 0.8 or something sheet. And yeah, I tap that around there. Got it nice and neat. Leave just a little bit of a gap when you put it in there. And yeah, the next issue is that because this bush has a lip on it, It's probably, you can get the focus. Come on, focus. It's about 2mm anyway, camera's not going to focus. So, what I've now done, I've measured this several times. I've got a kit here that actually come from Aldi years ago. Dad bought me this. It's got nylon, rubber and fibre washers in it. And yeah, I found that the nylon washer was a bit small. I had to ream it out a little bit to get it on there. But I was hoping to be able to get 2 of these nylon washers in, but there isn't actually room for that. And when you test, if you're going to do this and you test it, put it all together. I've had this together and apart several times, and putting that on, do it up tight before you, so that you got an accurate gap there when you go to check your gaps for what sort of washers you're going to put in there. Yeah, get this one off. So what we've come up with, it takes up the gap nicely. The rubber ones did too, but I thought the rubber would just wear out pretty quick. So I've got a fibre one going on this end, and the nylon one going on this end, because the nylon one gives you the right gap then for clearance on the slot. And yeah, because I'll grease all that up, and the 2 washers will keep the grease in there. And we have problem solved. We're no longer going to have wind blowing through there, noise. I'll refill that with foam now as well. And yeah, nowhere for the rat to get in. Anyway, there you go. Hope it's helpful to somebody.